Hey, this is Terry with HASA in Orinda, and I'm about to pick up a friend and colleague of mine.
Hey, man.
Eric Knight.
Thanks for picking me up.
Orinda, how are you?
I'm well now that I'm indoors. You know, we're in Atlantic City and it's nice and cold out.
Yeah, it is. It's like Seattle, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, well, we're going to
Seattle,
drive around.
the land of the sunshine. Well, it's good to see you, Terry.
Yeah, we call it liquid sunshine. It's good to see you too.
Yeah, been well?
Very well.
Well, one of the things with the Northeast show here that I've noticed is, you know, every pool freezes here.
Yeah.
You're from the Pacific Northwest. I'm from the Mid-Atlantic. I live in Charlotte now. I'm from Virginia. I've always been a Mid-Atlantic guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's areas, Southern California, Florida, Texas, Phoenix, all these areas, they don't have pools freeze. So up here, it's a completely different game. It's a seasonal market. And what's your impression of the show so far in terms of the questions that we've been getting at the booth?
Very good. Very engaging, and obviously that's a very good subject to address here. It differentiates this geographic region from the standpoint of temperature.
Right.
And we know that temperature affects water balance.
Well, and sanitization,
and
right?
Sanitizer, and it affects the LSI.
Yep. Everything slows down in cold water.
Everything slows down in cold water. And a big part of cold water is that calcium will go into solution.
Right.
And then in the springtime or whenever that water warms up, it's going to come out of solution.
Well, depending on if you're unbalanced or not, right? Because it's the saturation of calcium in all of those given conditions of the LSI. There's 6 of them, and if you use borate, there's 7. But it's not just temperature, but generally speaking, temperature is the big one that nobody can really control unless they're running a heater year round. And that's what differentiates the different markets in the country. Like you said, you're a West Coast guy. I've always been an East Coast guy. The culture in the swimming pool industry has been so different between coast to coast, and it's fun for me to travel across the country and just see.
I'll bet it is.
I know. It's all the same physics, though. That's the funny thing. It's just a different baseline of comparison of what people are used to.
Yeah, and temperature, I think, determines just either the speed of the physics and how quickly things are going to happen or not happen.
What would you say, as a pool pro, in terms of water chemistry in general, what would you say is the #1 priority of a pool pro?
The #1 priority is going to be to keep the pools sanitized, disinfected, and safe for swimmers.
Right, safe, clean, and clear.
Because as I always state in my basic water chemistry class, there's maybe a problem with pool maintenance overall, and the biggest problem is that people are going to use those pools.
Yeah, people. Yeah, are you calling us the problem?
Well, it's the challenge. It's the challenge of water, and that is people are going to get in.
Yeah.
And so there's a couple things there. #1, you've got to keep those people safe from bacteria and germs and so forth. Sure. #2, those people are probably going to be the biggest contributors of the bacteria, germs, and other things that come in.
No doubt.
It's a two-edged sword there.
You're right. Disinfection is the #1 priority. And I always get a laugh when people hear what we say and say, oh, they're saying just balance it. It doesn't matter about disinfection. And that could not be further from the truth. Disinfection, like I swam for a decade of my adult life. Like I intimately care about the safety of water. And back to you, if you have questions that you would like us to answer on Truck Time, or you would like to be featured on Truck Time, reach out to us in the links below.
Thanks to everyone out there for watching this episode of Truck Time.